Hello, everyone, and welcome to game one of our Pentakill triple header tonight, right? We've got three games. We're starting tonight with BPM, the Bilgewater Powder Monkeys, versus the Ionian Bladedancers. I'm Kev, and I'm here with Cedric, aka DepressionMain. How's it going?
Hi there, Kev. I think we've got an awesome night ahead of us. BPM versus IB to start. We've got a whole bunch of shenanigans right off the bat, and I think we can get right into what we're seeing in front of us.
Yeah, so, as we kind of go through this draft phase, just going, through who's on the teams here. I think we've got Storm Shield filling in the top lane for Crocsar Lame, I believe, on BPM. We've got Wicked Slice, aka Macho Man RS, in the jungle, Mega Beast in the mid lane, and then the Valorant Post McClone bot lane for Ionia. You want to go through
That
the
is actually the Powder Monkeys, I believe.
Bilgewater. That's what I meant. I'm
The
having a hard
Ionian
time with
Blade,
those.
the Ionian Blade Dancers are actually going to have Brian up in the top lane, Thomas Edison, aka Richard Nixon, jungling, Jellyfish in the mid lane, Sly Little Fox, and Black's LOL, aka Jerbear, in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's a great name, Thomas Edison. He recently changed that. Just some quick draft stuff to talk about, just because I know, sometimes the pick order is a little bit different. It looks as though it looks like they declared the Lux and the Poppy as unbannables for the blue side. But interestingly enough, they didn't actually first pick the Lux. They first picked Diana, who's, super strong right now. So Ionia could have picked the Lux for Jill, her most played champion. They could have picked the Lux for Jill out from Bilgewater, but they didn't end up doing that. They first picked the Mundo, just a strong topside pick. And then the draft kind of played out from there. The other interesting thing is that Ionia actually picked Lulu in the first half because Lulu actually got played in the mid lane for them last game. So they kind of flexed that pick. They showed the Lulu early and didn't really show whether it was going to be support or mid lane. And then they ended up picking the Veigar last pick. So I don't know if they just kind of wanted they looked at the bot lane matchup, maybe the Xayah Nautilus, and we're happy with playing the Lulu as support there. But I think they kind of left their options open there.
For sure. And with Zyra banned away from Jerbear, Black's LOL, he's definitely got a big champion pool behind Zyra. But after that absolutely dominant performance in his last game, I think that is a wise choice to take him off of his comfort.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at the comps in general, what do you think is the general strategy for either of these teams? Their general approach to the game? Are they going to be looking for picks? Um, is there one comp that stands out to you as like the late game threat?
I'm definitely seeing the Mundo comp as our late game threat. Samir's got so much ability to make plays throughout the entire game, but given the chance to get all the way to the late game, I think both AD carries are going to have a huge threat. Lulu's just going to be a little bit better at enabling Samira than I think the Nautilus will. So with the heavier dive pick comp on the side of BPM, the blue side here, I think IB is looking more for a more full engage and a little bit more punish engage late game scaling comp here.
Yeah, for sure. I also think one of the reasons Mundo is so scary right now is because he takes those enchanter supports in the bot lane and he can utilize their their buffs and their pretty much anything that can help an AD carry can help Mundo run people down as well, So Lulu making Mundo huge, making him faster, slowing people down while he's on top of them. That's gonna be massive if he's able to be strong. The other thing I see from BPM, or I guess looking at the other team, BPM has a pretty pick heavy comp, I would say, and you're always going to be running a comp like that when you have a Nautilus, right? Nautilus doesn't really
For
do much
sure.
else. He can peel with his ultimate and kind of pull people away, but for the most part, it's just kind of looking for good engages. Um, Interesting. Something happened. Uh, yeah. Give me
Very
just a
interesting.
second. and let me get this sorted out. All right, welcome back. It looks like they've got the lobby situation figured out. We're back in the game. We're gonna have to wait for the spectator countdown to come back again, but just gives us more time to talk about these comps here. So as we were saying, on the red side, or sorry, on the blue side for powder monkeys, with a comp like that, you're really playing for picks, right? You're looking for those Nautilus hooks. You're looking for Lux to be hitting snares, for Diana to just go in and kind of blow people up. I also think they have a really good comp for, even if they don't have the numbers, right? They can force the numbers with the Poppy ultimate, with them blowing someone up instantly, or with like if Jarvan or Samira kind of jumps in and tries to kill the Zaya, her having that get out of jail free button with her R really helps to kind of like even the numbers, I guess, in a 5v5.
For sure. They have a lot of ways to buy time for themselves to sort of group up and deal with anything that happens 5v5, or even just disengage hard after, a short skirmish where they're going to excel in the short skirmishes, where Lux does a one combo and just deletes somebody, or, Zaya gets a really good feather pull off and, takes a big chunk of damage and forces them away from an objective of some variety. I think that definitely short skirmishes and picks are going to be their win con here.
Yeah, for sure. I do think too that if you kind of look at these lanes, I expect to see a lot of aggression in the bot lane, especially from. Well, I don't know, because looking at both these bot lanes, first of all, they're both very good, both top bot lanes in the league. But also, Sly Little Fox and Jer are both known for being like very, very aggressive, and they're not playing the aggressive kind of like champs in this lane, right? Like you would expect to see this flipped. I actually think maybe they've played Zion Nautilus before, like Sly Little Fox and Jerbear and Black Soul in the bot lane.
That for
I
sure.
think they've played that lane before, so it's a little weird to kind of see these two lane matchups. But yeah, I definitely think that they're both going to be aggressive in their own ways. Especially post 6 on the Samira Lulu. Samira going in and getting Lulu ulted and just being able to get her. I don't know that they have much to interrupt her. Her ultimate if the Nautilus already has hooked. I guess the root works, doesn't it?
It should, yeah.
To stop it. So yeah. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But early aggression, definitely expecting Nautilus to look for like a hook or two in the early game. I'm kind of curious as to what these junglers will do as well. Jarvan known for being able to do like these really, really early ganks. I'd be very scared if I was Lux here to walk up at all in this lane.
Yeah, we know that Richard Nixon loves to dump on mid lane as much as he can to sort of escalate Jill out of the game.
And also like a Jarvan jumping in on you and then like Veigar stun on top of you. Or you get caught by the Veigar if you walk up too far and the Jarvan like it's just super scary. Yeah, you're definitely if you get CC'd near Veigar, you're definitely dying, right? If you take any 100%. Sort of controls.
100%. Yeah, especially post 6.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The top lane, Tom Kench, Mundo. Sorry, not Tom Kench. Excuse me. I'm stuck on Brizan playing Tom Kench all the time. But yeah, Mundo, Poppy. I guess we'll see how it goes. They do have the sub up there. And I think mostly when you have a sub, you're kind of just looking for someone to hold the lane and just, not basically be a liability, I think it's just kind of like you pick something that you're comfortable on and you hope that you can slot into the team as well as you can.
For sure. Storm Shield, all eyes are on you. Do not int this game.
Yeah, that's what I said, Rich.
That's exactly what was said just now. Storm Shield, do not int this game. We know that Brian likes to run over everybody, but don't let him. Do not let him.
Oh, God.
We're getting some early.
I'm sorry, my hotkeys aren't working.
We're getting some early shenanigans happening here. I think lots of pigs coming down from red side, all over the river and into the jungle entrance. There, no vision coming down from blue side, so we might see something happen here. But looks like they're just gonna pay their respects.
I can't use any hotkeys. Oh no. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. At least we got the directed camera to kind of lead us here. I'm sure we'll be okay.
Sure thing.
Yeah. So what's happening here? Any early game action? No.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're just gonna go with our standard. Both sides are playing bot side to top side. So actually, Lux is pulling a little sneaky something over here, looking for an early ward onto the buff and or the Raptors here to sort of reveal where Richard Nixon, aka Thomas Edison, is headed to give their top side a little heads up. Notably, both junglers are starting bot side, so they are looking to progress into the top lane early, or it could be that they're both looking for mid lane priority early on as well.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we expect.
Yeah, they might meet in the top side of the map here, depending on kind of how that goes.
With Diana going for a quick level 3 here, she's ignoring her Krugs and getting to the top side of the map real quick. I don't love that he is again stopping at his Wolves. You do not get level 3 off your Wolves after you have completed Raptor camps. It just does not give you enough experience to do that. And if you're looking for a fast level 3, that is not the way to do it.
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of a quick push in the bot lane, going towards the red side. And I actually saw the Veigar push out that wave middle really quick. The only thing about that is, like, when you have a Jarvan on your team, sometimes it's a little bit... Even if he's not coming for the level 2, you know? It's kind of nice to, like, let your opponent think that he is, you know? Like, kind of make them respect it, even if it's not coming, just because Jarvan's one of the only...
Diana's going for an early engage here on Jarvan. Jarvan sees it. Smites the red buff, slaps her once. She's still going in.
The mid lane's coming.
Yeah, mid lane and top lane. Brizan is getting there a lot quicker. Forces the flash out. Richard Nixon going to... Oh my goodness, he goes back in, gets the first blood, and is moving in on Jellyfish. The micro is insane here. Forces the flash and survives against Veigar early.
Wow.
Absolutely immaculate play by Macho Man Randy Savage.
That dodge on the Veigar W with the Diana dash, that was awesome. That was awesome to see. You know, and really, I mean, hey, I would say knowing his limits there, but sometimes when you go ham and it works out, it just looks like you know your limits, you know what I mean? But that was awesome. Yeah, that was really fun to see.
That is a really long cooldown to pop. And you know what? To be fair, the Veigar W is the ability to dodge. That thing can one-shot you early levels.
Yeah. Also, I was kind of seeing maybe the Veigar Q at the end had a chance to come out and maybe kill the Diana. But I think definitely if Jill waited for that cooldown, the kill would have been traded. She definitely would have died if she waited. So I'm glad to see the flash, you know, just kind of get out of there. It kind of is unfortunate that, you know, she doesn't have teleport, so she doesn't really get right back into lane, but that barrier certainly saved her. So
for sure, yeah, the ignite coming down from Lux is unable to secure the kill there. Only one kill going from Diana onto the Jarvan. An excellent early start from Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, for sure. The tier start in the top lane for the Poppy. I've seen a lot of tanks, you know, get an early tier and start, you know, maybe second item Fimble Winter or something. Or I guess it's Winter's Approach. You know, and it's a great item. It does take away some of your laning power, so it can be scary in some of these lanes where, like, you know, they have a champ that can, like, really pressure you. Which I would say Mundo is probably one of those, right? Like, Mundo is very scary to play into. But yeah, it looks like the Poppy's doing fine there early. Again, that's their stand-in, their sub, so I think they'll take an even lane, you know, or a slightly even lane. So
yeah, he wasn't there for the roam, but I don't think that they absolutely needed him to be there. So just securing, you know, the wave in the lane was good. And honestly, I think that just knowing that his team could handle it there in a risky situation was a lot of trust that paid off for him here.
Yeah. You know, early first blood on the Diana. If the Diana gets rolling here, I think it's a little bit of a fight, maybe.
Yeah, that could definitely be a problem. and just ults for safety. That is excellent. Good temperance from the Poppy.
That's got to be the most frustrating way to not get a kill. Is getting Poppy ulted away. I feel like it's
I assure
so
you it
annoying.
is.
Yeah. I will say, Mundo, I think as the lane goes on, he'll... Oh.
Jill with a lot of early pressure, going for a dive, takes a tower shot, but is unable to follow that up. Out of mana there. I think an ult from Veigar just deletes Lux at that HP.
Yeah. It looks like the Veigar didn't end up losing a ton for, how that early game went. Still up in CS. She's able to send the Lux back. Oh, gank here.
Oh, nice little gank here from Macho Man Randy Savage. He uses a second dash there to try and secure, but we have Thomas Edison there to break up the fight and send everyone back to their daily activities.
Yeah, both flashes blown in the bot lane there, while Xayah...
Good to note that Jill is moving down, spotted out on a ward, and takes a little bit of poke.
Not a lot of
she'll
mana
probably
here
head
either
back here.
on the Veigar,
Yeah.
So could be kind of scary. Looking for a
little bit of pressure here.
Maybe? Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Stun cage comes down. Not going to catch anybody. W comes down just for that last little bit of threat, and I think that's going to send her home.
I think the Ionian bot lane will definitely appreciate that pressure coming out from the Veigar. Oh, looks like maybe a run-in with the Lux on the map. Sorry, I don't have hotkeys.
Just a little something, something. Mega B's trying to make sure that Jill just can't walk back into lane for free.
Yeah.
And then costing her the wave there.
This is so
onto the tower.
scary. The fact that they're sticking around still, you know what I mean? With the
4-on-3
Samira.
here. Stun cage only catches one. Post McClone looking for a hook. Not going to find it, but they do have all the pressure in the world to go ahead and do this dragon, even though they are on vision, and red side is just going to let that happen.
Honestly,
Bladedancers back up.
Ionia kind of gave that to them by, by not taking those backs when they should have. I think the Samira was way too low to contest anything there. And
For
the
sure.
Lux as well, the Veigar, Jill walked down and tried to help out the bot lane. So she was walking around with half health and no mana, so it's just scary. Maybe looking for a dive here with the Diana.
For sure. And Diana's got 2 dashes available. The first one will go onto no cooldown. The ult comes down. Lots of damage. Tower shots being taken. And Lulu is just so good at keeping her 80 carry alive and does the kill going onto Samira.
Another fighter here in the top lane.
Jarvan ults. Poppy flashes. That is it for that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lulu, it's so hard to dive into a Lulu because you just... you get polymorphed and you're not a champion for a little bit. It's just scary. Even without the exhaust up, even without Lulu or Samira having flashes, it was just, not doable for them. I like this play here. If Ionia doesn't back up immediately, they can maybe find something. Ooh, the
Post
blind
McClone
hook.
with the hook. Lots of feathers coming down. Lulu ult is going to bring a lot of health back, and Samira is going to push ahead, exhausted ulting. The root did not stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, not Yeah, I guess it just keeps going, but good thing they had the exhaust up there to make sure they don't.
For
die
sure. Post McClone also did flash there on the Nautilus, so little bit of gain for our bot lane on Ionia's side here.
Yeah, that was.
Taking some nice resets all across the board here.
I will say, Samira was very low for like 4 minutes just now, 3 minutes, and I think they're very fortunate to have kind of gotten out of that sequence of plays without her dying.
Yep.
Yeah. Still a little bit behind in the bot lane for the Samira, but I think
Brian's
they'll take
being a
that
bully.
kill, that Diana kill early. 10 minutes in, and only 1 kill from each side. That's pretty good.
I compliment Brian one time, and he starts bullying the new guy. We're going to have a talk after the game, Brian. Lots of damage coming down onto the Lux. Diana diving in, ults all day, every day.
Wow.
Lots of damage returned right back. Both mid laners less than half health. Lux healing up a bit quicker there.
A lot of action bot side. We see Jarvan coming back down again.
Yep, Diana's on the move as well.
smart because, you know, the flashes of both teams for the bot lane are, you know, are down. So we'll see how this play goes.
Here comes Nautilus, backed by Diana. A lot of skirmishing happening in the top side as well. We are down about 30 farm on the Poppy. So Brian definitely pulling a lead ahead on his Mundo play. A little bit of skirmishing here and there. Looks like Diana's leaving to go and find something else to get some gold from. Jarvan going in. Ult. Zaya ults out of there. Nautilus ulting for protection while after the Zaya does, but Zaya's still killed. Exhaust down on the Nautilus. Samira ults, finishing him off. And Diana is on the run after picking up the Lulu in the back line. There's Samira diving in. And it looks like Diana is going to flash over this wall. Or try to make a play with the mid laner. And there's the flash.
Yeah, almost simultaneous flashes for the mid and jungler.
The mid and jungler, yep. Yeah, definitely cannot afford to be taking a 3v2 after burning all of your things to finish off the Lulu in the bot lane.
Scary flash from the Samira there. Not that it was risky, but just it's, you know, I think in this game your flash is very, very important. If you're flashing for something like that, you know, it's hopefully maybe like a guaranteed kill or like a shutdown or something. But she doesn't really get much off of that. So for
sure, 2 assists, 1 on the Nautilus, 1 on the Zaya.
Sure, but but you know, the flash came out after all that happened. You know what I mean? So it's like
absolutely,
yeah.
Did manage to even up in farm though pretty well, because Zaya was ahead about 10 for a little while there.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at some of the other CS numbers across the board, it looks like Ionia is out farming in the solo lanes. Which is good, because, you know, I think we saw a lot of early kind of stuff happening there.
For sure. A little bit of damage, a little bit of trade. Samir trying to force the Zaya off of the lane as Jarvan catches the Nautilus out of position here. Nautilus is a big tanky boy. And a little bit of trading goes a long way, I guess.
Yeah, they know his flash is down from earlier, so this... Oh, yep. Wow.
Lots of things being burned here to try and kill this Nautilus, who is just so bulky. Lots of ults coming down, and that is a trade 1 for 1. Samira for Nautilus, 2 for 1. Jarvan and Samira for Nautilus. And the Bilgewater Powder Monkeys are not going to let them bully their captain.
So much damage coming down on the Nautilus there, and he tanked it so long that he actually got Ionia to overextend for it. So yeah, they've got to be really happy about that.
And that could probably free them up for grabbing this dragon as they get their resets for free and are sort of pushing back onto the bot side of the map here. And it looks like Brian is trying to make something happen, but Storm Shield, as the sub, says, no, the caster said do not int. I will not be inting this game.
I'm sure that's exactly what he's thinking.
That is exactly what he said.
Word for
I heard him. I definitely heard him.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. I think we've got, you know, these CS leads are building up. The gold is even, and I would say, you know, maybe if I had to kind of pick a team to be right now, I would probably pick the Powder Monkeys just because the jungler is so strong, and when the Diana gets strong, she's going to be able to kill anybody pretty much.
A really interesting trade of crowd control there. Lux ult comes down, but it looks like Jill's going to be safe to just back off here.
That was kind of funny, them stunning each other. You know, like, everyone ends up just standing there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And waiting to see what happens.
Lux was almost stunned there that happened.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, man.
That's a lot of crowd control coming down. Red team does end up picking up the dragon, but this is a huge fight. Diana doing a lot of damage, diving into the backline as Jarvan is butchered by the rest of the team. Samira trying to keep herself alive, knocked into the pit by the Poppy, who teleported in late. Brian is there, flashes over the dragon wall, and is out of there in enemy territory as Lulu tries to reset under the cover of Veigar stun.
Yeah, and they lose almost everybody there. And the members that lived, you know, had to expend a lot to get away here.
For sure.
Oh, wow, Jill's sticking around.
Yep, the Herald comes down, a nice little pickup from the top side of the map, and they are just going to grab this mid turret, and they're looking for 2 as Veigar gets caught, killed, caged, and killed anyway. And Diana is actually shut down here as Jarvan comes in with a big damage. Ultimate dies anyway. Poppy picking up some extra crowd control score there as Lux grabs the kill. Sly Little Fox picking up Storm Shield.
Just
the fight is over.
Just a series of overextensions from both teams, actually, right? The Veigar staying there maybe a little bit too long. The Jarvan flashing in for Ionia. And then also,
I like the Jarvan flashing in.
That's true. It's a 900 gold shutdown. Definitely worth it.
That was a great shutdown kill.
And, the Powder Monkeys end up losing 3 people on the back end of that play. So, it was nice that they got the mid tower. I think they got a second charge even on the Herald.
Yes,
but
they
yeah,
did.
just so unfortunate to lose the. It could be. I mean, this game is so back and forth, right? Where one team gets an advantage somewhere and the other one comes back with something. So, I don't want to say another 40, 50-minute game on our hands, but it definitely looks to be an exciting one for sure.
For sure, it is one of the most even games so far.
Definitely,
Brian picking up that turret definitely secures their gold lead, about 200 up. That is massive at 17 minutes.
Close.
That could be almost a dagger.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. And it's interesting because you look at the goal difference, which is not much, and then you look at the CS difference. I mean, top lane's up like 40 CS or something. You know what I mean? The Mundo is really, really strong. You've got
Diana's the same way though.
Yeah, that's true. And hey, where they are losing gold somewhere, they're making it up elsewhere because it's funny. The top lane and the bot lane are almost opposite here, right?
A little bit of trading there. Poppy's out of here,
and then you've got mid lane just slightly ahead as well. So
yeah, mid lane slightly ahead. The kill evening it out just a bit. Bot lane's about bot lane's probably what 600 gold in favor of Valerian right now, and then looks like it's just about even overall. The Bilgewater Powder Monkeys now grabbing a 200 gold lead for themselves. Here we go. Jarvan going in, slapping around with Diana. Diana does big damage, so Lux coming in to help. Ult comes down, and Macho Man Randy Savage slaughters Mr. President Thomas Edison.
Yeah. I do think the that's just unfortunate, I think.
And that's exactly what this team's looking for, though. Those short little skirmishes where Lux and Diana can just do a little bit of damage to one person at a time, get away with it,
blow people
and
up
move on.
so fast, and imagine how it's going to go mid game when when the Nautilus starts hooking people, and you get the follow up CC on the Lux, on the Diana, just kind of going in. Even Poppy's going to be able to kind of make pick plays there too.
For sure.
I'm curious to see how this is going to go down when it comes to a 5v5. I think the Mundo, while he hasn't really participated,
he hasn't impacted anything just yet.
He's just getting strong.
He will.
His power level is just.
The Poppy's definitely struggling up here a little bit.
Yeah. Already with the
vision. Here comes a little skirmish. Diana going in on the Lulu. Lulu ulting out. Lux not able to land a binding, and they are able to clear that vision without losing anybody.
I'm loving this early Spirit Hood. What's it called? The MR Hood from the Mundo.
The Spectre's Cowl.
Spectre's Cowl. Spirit Hood, same thing. Yeah, I love that. I'm hoping he's looking to maybe. Oh man.
Jarvan ulting in on the bot lane. Xayah having to ult out there. The Nautilus ult coming down hits both Lulu and the Samira, but ultimately nothing happens there. We do have Diana looking for a little something more with the Moonlight proc onto Jarvan there over the wall. Dragon is spawning in less than 10 seconds here, so we are looking for another fight.
The Powder Monkeys should have priority over this too, since they just chunked out a bunch of them.
They just watched Lulu back too. They definitely had vision on that.
Yeah, so they should be able to safely get this unless.
They also have Mundo teleport available on the side. They have Poppy teleport available too. Poppy backing now just in case. Grab some health for this upcoming fight if it's going to happen. And it looks like they are going to grab this without any contest.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm really liking the Mundo item choice right now. I think Force of Nature is a super strong item that does not get built enough. Just recently received the buff as well, so if that's his second item coming out here, it's probably going to be Spirit Visage, but if he builds Force of Nature at some point, that's going to be huge in keeping him alive against the the two big burst threats are the Lux and the Diana, right? So
Yep.
those are the two big things you kind of need to survive against if you're a member of the Ionian Bladedancers. But the Xayah is getting farmed up. The Xayah is going to be a force 2 and going to do a lot of damage. And Poppy's for sure going to be in the fight, peeling and keeping people away from it by just ulting them away. So
And Poppy's got a Divine Sunderer, so there's no slouch for AD up in the top lane there. The Frost Fist can only do so much protection here.
Yep.
So he is giving up a little bit of kill pressure. Jarvan comes in, but Poppy says no.
My sources are telling me that Force of Nature doesn't build out of Spectre's Cal.
That is correct. It builds out of Megatron Cloak.
Very interesting.
And health.
Okay, well, I guess he's not going for the Force of Nature there early.
Probably not. He is also Mundo. Jarvan ult comes down, the flash forward out of there. Interesting. Lux ult comes down, misses everybody except for Mundo there. Mundo coming in on 4 people, caught out a little bit, forces the flash out of there too. Jellyfish on the back line,
ooh, what a dodge.
Between Post McClone, gets to everybody. There's the Zonias, keeping her alive for another few seconds, flashes out anyway, it dies to Valerian on the Xayah.
Yeah.
Lots of flashes there on the side of IB. BPM just sort of showing up where they needed to be in that fight.
Yeah. The Mundo took a lot of the damage there, but I don't think they were able to kind of... Oh, wow.
Sly Little Fox getting exhausted, dove in on, and now he has to cross through 2 others to try and get to his tower. Being absolutely butchered here by Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Valerian as they dive Jarvan as well.
Yeah, and the Powder Monkeys were positioned in such a way there that even though...
Another massive hook to dive Chair Bear!
Yeah.
Mega Beast picking up that one.
Yeah, even though even though Sly Little Fox flashed there to try to survive, he ended up just flashing into the other members of the team, just because they were already so pushed up in the mid lane. So yeah, really unfortunate there.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of flashes there that probably didn't need to happen, but that was just a rough fight overall for the Ionian Bladedancers.
Yeah, definitely. You can kind of see the game spiraling a little bit, not out of control yet, but definitely, a game that was going back and forth a lot and super even. They're building a little bit of a lead now on the Powder Monkey side.
Yeah, we now have 3.5, 4K gold lead here in favor of the Bilgewater Powder Monkeys. A little bit more significant than our 200 gold lead from about 5 minutes ago, but still anybody's game, I think. If we're able to slow it down, let Jellyfish and Brian farm up a little bit more. Vigar has an infinite scaling ability. The longer this game goes, the more threat Jill is going to have. So, they just got to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see them maybe try to stuff one of Diana's engages. How they played the bot lane dive when Diana dove in on them. That was, perfect. The insta polymorph on the Diana as she dashes in. I think they have enough damage for sure on the side of Ionia that if Diana were to overstep even a little bit, they could definitely burst her down while she's polymorphed before she gets to do anything. So I think they definitely have some room to do stuff in team fights.
Brian picking up a top lane tower here before getting his reset, pinging all over where he expects the Powder Monkeys to be. They're looking for some early prio on this dragon, which is coming up in less than a minute.
Good vision coverage in the bot side for Ionia here.
Yeah, Poppy just grabbing one ward over onto the dragon, then heading back for the bot side wave. I like that the Poppy was there early to sort of start getting this lane pressure and start moving towards this dragon play a little early, because we know that this is going to be our first proper 5v5, assuming everybody shows up properly. Valerian is going to be a little bit late.
I love them sitting here.
Here we go, a giant bush Wookiee. Lots of damage coming down onto Post McClone. Captain already dead. And it looks like Macho Man Randy Savage is right after.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's see how the rest of this team fight plays out.
They did trade the Lulu for that, but we are looking to hunt down Valerian and Mega Beast, the carries of the Powder Monkeys. Still alive. Poppy in the back line here. just looking for a little disrupt. I think they could delay this if they play this proper.
Oh,
Lux,
man.
Lux is hanging out over the wall. No vision on her yet.
This looks
Valerian is
fightable.
standing on a ward.
It looks possible if they want to.
Lux ult comes down. Red team able to secure the dragon. Thomas Edison just not taking very much damage from that ult at all. Valerian coming in late. A little bit of crowd control. Brian's here to peel him off. Here comes a dive. Lots of damage coming down from Valerian. Those feathers do so much damage when they're getting sucked back. But Vigar is able to pick up Lux. Big shutdown. Good trade.
A nice little kite back there by the Lux and the Xayah.
Storm Shield looking to put some pressure on those towers early. But Jer and Sly Little Fox are unwilling to give him that pleasure. And he is running for his life.
I love that bush play that Ionia did. I think they did something that sometimes doesn't always happen around vision. Like when you have vision control, you know?
Oh, for sure.
One of the reasons that vision control is so important is you could literally be anywhere. And sometimes teams take the vision and then they don't... oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, Diana.
Okay! Wow!
Oh! Big damage coming down from Macho Man Randy Savage. Absolutely disgusting. He was upset that bushwooking happened and said, "You want a bushwookie? I'm coming over there. I'm coming into the bush. I'm killing everybody that's in that bush."
That was insane. Wow. Yeah, so, you know, I think the Baron play was fantastic there. Man, Wicked Slice just kind of goes in, huh? That's crazy. I love it.
He definitely wants to show off here a little bit. Diana just got buffs. He's always liked Diana, and he's showing off that his assassinating is effective, scary, and should be respected more in the pick ban.
Yeah, it makes for a very, very exciting game to watch, for sure. You know, sometimes people tend to play a little bit safer in these 5v5s, but, you know, sometimes it surprises people, right? When you play as aggressively as somebody like Wicked Slice does. Or even, honestly, Richard Nixon or Thomas Edison on the Edison on the Ionian Bladedancers. Both very aggressive junglers, actually. Probably two of the most aggressive, if I had to say. You know,
for sure.
Like, two of the most aggressive junglers.
Yeah, they certainly like to get in your face as quick as they can.
Yeah, definitely.
And as often as they can. And stay there.
Just pushing down some towers now with the Baron buff. I think they're going to rotate top here, maybe. And
the professional double vision wards.
Or maybe they'll just let Poppy grab it. And, you know, pressure the...
Lots of damage coming down from Lux Poke here. This could be a bad extended fight if they decide to take it.
Yeah, I wonder if they could maybe find something 4v5 here. They know the Poppy's top. So maybe they can...
damage coming down from Mundo. Poppy tanking a Tower Shatter 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh, lots of poke damage coming down. Samir just being able to get out of that with a flash. Nautilus ult, Vigar Cage, both down for a few seconds. We got some more poke coming down from the Mundo here. The inhib does fall. Baron minions are now pouring into the base in multiple lanes. Poppy pressuring topside tower. Macho Man Randy Savage knocking down bot side tower. Diving into the team. Big Diana ult gets bursted down by everybody else on the team. And now Samir is going for a clean sweep. Gets killed. So does Jarvan. Vigar Cage to slow it down as Poppy dives into the back line. And we have some poke damage coming down onto him. And he gets picked off as well. Lots of minions coming down onto these towers, though. And they're fighting to end the game. Post McClone trying to lead his team here onto the Nexus.
Oh my God,
does manage to pick up Jerbear. We got a big trade from Valerian onto Jellyfish, and it is just Brian versus Captain Post McClone. Mega Beast stepping up for a big ult. He's just so tanky on that Mundo, unable to finish off the captain, and Post McClone ends the game with Mega Beast.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is gonna be the real, as they were taking that mid inhib, this is gonna be a real test for Ionian Bladedancers to kind of see if they can prolong the game, hold back the the base push, but they just got caught in a bad fight with them having Baron, and it started out well. It started out really well with them killing the Diana, but they traded some kills, and with Baron, it's really hard to kind of stop that whole thing from happening. So yeah, MVPs. Any thoughts on who you think is
Now, I think Valerian did a really, really good job padding his score, but I think we all know that it's gotta go over to the jungler, baby.
Oh
Jungle dip
god.
every game.
Yeah, for sure.
Macho Man Randy Savage, aka Wicked Slice. I think he's got it in the bag here.
I mean, aside from the maybe a little bit of a questionable dive, the bot lane, I think he played his aggression really well. He knew his limits. A ton of kills on the Xayah, but yeah, I would have to agree. The Diana definitely kind of got that game rolling the way that it was going. So for sure. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching. That was the first game of our triple header. I don't know which game is coming next. I could not tell you. I guess we're just
It's gonna be one of them, though.
We're gonna have to wait and see. It's either gonna be FF versus Noxus Black Rose, or the other one, Voidwalkers versus Shadow Isles. So yeah, we'll hop into one of those games shortly, and we'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
GG's, everyone.